This comes to us from KFOR.com out of Oklahoma City. An Oklahoma child is now recovering at the hospital after accidentally being shot around 8 o'clock in the morning. The 1-year-old's mother and boyfriend were sitting inside a car when the two were arguing, according to Sergeant Dylan Quirk with the Oklahoma City Police Department. During the domestic argument, the boyfriend's loaded gun dropped. Now, Sergeant Quirk said, I don't know specifically how it occurred, but a firearm had gone off inside the vehicle, striking the young boy.
A child is in the hospital tonight after an accidental shooting. Officials say this actually started as a fight early this morning near Northwest 16th and MacArthur.
News 9's Hunter McKee spoke to investigators and joins us from police headquarters with the very latest.
Oklahoma City police say two people were arguing inside a vehicle right outside of an apartment building. That's when a gun went off, hitting the child.
Sean Davis said I could probably count on my fingers the incidents that had happened over here. So it's a nice neighborhood, I guess. But Hodges told K4 fights between the couple isn't new, but it's the first time it's gone this far. So they're always fighting in front of the 1-year-old. And guess what? The cycle continues. He grows up watching his mama and her boyfriend fight. He says, oh, anger is part of that's part of life, being angry and fighting all the time. And sees the boyfriend with a gun. He figures, I got to carry a gun by the time he's 18, 17. So the cycle just continues. Somewhere you have to break the cycle. You guys have to do it, parents.
At some point, a firearm had gone off inside that vehicle. The child was struck in the lower extremity.
Once the two realized the child had been hit, they started to drive to a hospital when they noticed an IMSA unit a couple streets away.
The child was taken to a local hospital, is in stable condition currently. Again, this firearm, right now as it appears, was not intended for use on the child.
Police say one person is arrested on a misdemeanor for domestic violence in the presence of a child.
Despite the boyfriend's gun going off, the toddler's mom was arrested. She faces a domestic violence in the presence of a minor charge, which is a misdemeanor. Quirk told K4 the child is expected to be okay.
She ran up to me and showed me the baby wound, and it didn't look too good.
This was the scene just after 8 this morning as police got 911 calls saying a child had been shot near this apartment complex. One neighbor says he woke up to the chaos.
All I heard was gunshot this morning, and I ran outside. It was just a bunch of commotion going on.
Investigators tell me they're not sure what the two people were arguing about. The child was inside the vehicle with them.
I just want to pray and make sure they all right, and make sure everybody is looking over them and trying to protect them, because that's not right.
Officers are continuing to interview people at the scene and piece together any other information on this case.
But this is another argument for gun control. See, now the gun control enthusiasts are going to come out and start attacking your Second Amendment and saying, see, guns kill people. You've got to control the guns in the hands of the citizens because guns are killing people. That's what they're going to say. Now, don't get upset at me, because I'm a Second Amendment supporter. My father had a safe. Actually, he had two safes. One was full of guns. I mean, you name it, he probably had it. A shotgun, rifle, handguns of all kinds. The second safe had a bunch of handguns and knives. He had buck, he had bowie, he had a bunch of knives in there. So my dad, was a deer hunter. He was a dove hunter. Every Labor Day is dove season, if you didn't know. And so I grew up around guns. But the gun enthusiasts are going to come out and go, another innocent child injured by a gun.